What's going on, guys? Sticks here with the Token Minorities, bringing you the battle for Week 10 of Season 2 of the UBL, and this week we are up against none other than the creator of the draft format himself, Mr. Steve, aka m4gni2de, aka Battler X. Actually, no, I revealed his secret identity. Oops, my bad. But either way, it's something that I was really looking forward to. And also, you might be wondering why there's not a team builder. Well, it's for a different reason than last week. Last week I didn't do a team builder because I had sets and creeps that I didn't want to reveal, but this week, let's just say you'll see. But either way, before I get into everything, just a reminder that if you like this video, please leave a like, drop a comment, click that subscribe button, it helps us out a ton, and let's just do more cool stuff for you guys. But anyway, as for Steve's team, he has Blacephalon, Ferrothorn, Vaporeon, Tornadus, Hitmonlee, Granbull, Mega Manectric, Weavile, Gliscor, Torkoal, and Victory Bell with the Darkinium Z. He took the Darkinium from me. I would have loved to have had that for my Alolan Persian, but alas, it went to Steve, so here we are. But my team that I'm bringing this week is going to be Mew, Porygon Z, Magnezone, Gardevoir, Magmortar, and Persian. And there is one thing that my entire team will have in common, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it, and you guys will see soon enough what that is. So I am just going to end up leading off with my Gardevoir, as, I mean, you guys probably actually 100% did see in the team preview. So yeah, I'm just leading off with Gardevoir, as he actually leads off with something that is absolutely perfect for me in his Mega Manectric, because at this point, I will actually trace his assumed Lightning Rod, which it ends up being, and so I can immediately scare it out, because this will be 100% 2-hit KO'd, and even a no-bulk Gardevoir fears absolutely nothing from Mega Manectric. He actually ends up staying in, as I'm very confused as to why, because no matter what he goes for, it's just not going to do a lot. And spoilers, I am a no-bulk Gardevoir, but as you can see, even to no-bulk and a crit, that doesn't even do half, so I'm wondering why he stayed in. But I'm going for the Fire Punch, and I get the burn, and you might be thinking, wait, isn't he also -1? Yes, I am, and this is a choice-banded Gardevoir. So yeah, banded Gardevoir, I was honestly predicting the Ferrothorn to want to come in immediately, as like you can see, that did absolutely nothing to my Gardevoir, but he stayed in, had it pay off for him. But I'm just going to go into my Magmortar thinking that he's just going to fire off another Signal Beam or something of that nature, as he brought in his Blacephalon, and I was thinking that, whatever, Blacephalon's in, it has not that great a defense. I'm just going to go straight for a Flare Blitz, and lo and behold, Magmortar is also banded. So we have two banded Pokemon thus far, and you might be kind of noticing a theme about what the team is, but nonetheless, I don't want to stay in on his Gliscor, so I'm going to switch right into my Porygon Z, as I was thinking he would either Roost or Protect or get up his rocks, which he actually just decided to Protect. So Porygon Z is in for free, and now I'm just going to fire off my most powerful attack. It should hit something. I mean, Ferrothorn is super obvious, but even that should get hit very hard, as my Porygon Z goes for a Giga Impact. That is an adamant adaptability choice band Giga Impact that almost 2-hit KOs a Ferrothorn on the switch. So even then, I was just like, wow, that is pretty darn awesome. So yeah, this team is mono choice band. I intentionally took the mons that would least likely run choice band on my team and put them all together. I mean, to be fair, I wanted to do choice banded Mega Aerodactyl, but that would involve hacking the game, and that's just not okay. So I went with these 6, and yeah, it is a mono choice band team. Unfortunately, he has a defensive Gliscor, so that is not going overly well for me. I'm going to switch into my Gardevoir, as he did have a very easy switch into his Blacephalon to take another Giga Impact, but he actually just went for the Bulldoze, so I'm kind of wondering, like, okay, Steve's making some interesting plays thus far, but I'm going to go for the Ice Punch, as he just pulls a switch into his Vaporeon. I was like, yeah, he could go into that, but whatever. Regardless, with Vaporeon in, I'm going to take this opportunity to go into my banded Magnezone and fire off some very strong attacks. He goes for the Scald, and I just have to pray that this doesn't burn me, because otherwise I'm in a very bad spot, but he ends up getting the burn on my Magnezone. Sorry, was trying to suppress a hiccup right there, but he gets the burn on my banded Magnezone, and at this point there's no use saving it. There's literally nothing Magnezone can do, so I'm going to go for an adamant choice banded analytic explosion on the incoming Gliscor, and had I not gotten burnt, I would have actually knocked out the Gliscor. And spoilers, this Gliscor turns out to be a huge pain in the butt, because, I mean, I'm a mono choice band team, and this Gliscor is defensive. So, this is gonna be a rough go as it is. I mean, I'm gonna go into my Mew, just go straight for a Zen Headbutt, as that's my strongest move. Maybe I can, like, wear something down. Ferrothorn looked to be Spadef based on the damage it did. Based on the damage my Porygon Z did to it, although then again, that is a banded adaptability Porygon Z, so who am I to question it? But he actually just stays in and roost with his Gliscor, knowing that, yeah, there's probably nothing my Mew could do at that point to take it out. And Magmortar's in. Magmortar's probably just going to go down to whatever attack the Gliscor goes for, but I am just going to go for my Flare Blitz. I didn't bother predicting the Vaporeon. As you can see, this is not even a 2-hit KO. I mean, if he wasn't poisoned, then maybe it would be a 2-hit KO. But yeah, his Gliscor is just going to knock out my Magmortar. And at this point, this is looking really bad, because my Porygon Z can't do crap to his team. Gardevoir, which is the mon that has the most coverage, is very low. Mew and Alolan Persian both can't really do much to this Gliscor. I'm going to go into my Alolan Persian and just try to wear this Gliscor down, because at this point, I've had my fun. Like, I was able to Giga Impact with Porygon Z, I was able to explode with Magnezone. Now I have to make plays in order to get just a single kill. That's all I want. I want a single kill on him. Unfortunately, he's not running a whole lot of investment on his Gliscor, so not even able to do a significant amount of damage with a banded foul play. So that was just kind of a, well, that plan did not work out particularly well. So considering that he's probably just going to roost up with his Gliscor once again, as 2 foul plays should be able to take him out, I'm going to go straight into my Porygon Z to try to Giga Impact or foul play or something, as he actually goes for the Earthquake again. So I'm like, yeah, I'm really having trouble getting a read on what Steve's trying to do, and he actually will 2-hit KO my PZ, so I'm like, oh, darn it, this is going to be really rough. I think I have to make a correct prediction on his Gliscor with my Gardevoir on a play that he doesn't go for Protect and nail that thing with an Ice Punch, because that's the only way that I think that I can take out the Gliscor at this point. He does just heal up a little bit more. I mean, makes the right play. He and I were talking during this, and he was like, I have to get the 6-0, I have to get the 6-0. So, yeah, it's actually a competition between the two of us, whether he can get the 6-0 or whether I will be able to take a Mon off of him. So Gardevoir's dead. If he wants to go into his Ferrothorn right now, he will kill me with Iron Barbs. But I predicted that he's seen Fire Punch, he hasn't seen Ice Punch, he stays in, and that did nothing. That legitimately did 0 damage to the Gliscor. That was so pitifully weak. I mean, I got the prediction right, and a banded, adamant Gardevoir couldn't even take out Gliscor. So, yeah, this is looking bleak. At this point, I've just kind of resigned myself to the fact that it's going to end up being a 6-0 and not even going to be able to get a kill. I mean, to be fair, would have gotten a kill had he not gotten that Scald Burn, but alas, not a whole lot I can do about that. And even though I was trying to bring the God Squad, the RNG gods were not smiling upon me this day. And so now I'm just going to fire off Banded Zen Headbutt. It's my strongest attack. Maybe he'll go into something, maybe I can get a flinch, but Ferrothorn comes in, and I crit it. So the RNG gods were like, you know what, we do feel kind of bad about that Scald, so we got you. We're going to let you crit the Ferrothorn to give you a chance. And so I'm just looking up to the skies like, thank you guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Like, you do what you do, and I do what I do, and we just meet somewhere in the middle. So as Gliscor comes in, and that thing is very close to getting knocked out. I think after Protect, it might be in range, but I mean, as far as he's seen, I'm adamant banded on every single thing on my team. So, I mean, it justifies to reason that Mew is also adamant banned, which actually ended up playing into him going for a attempted double Protect, because then he would have been able to live. Turns out, I'm actually Jolly banned. I misgenned this Mew, and so it was Jolly instead of Adamant, and I was too lazy to fix it. So because he was calcing Adamant banned, it actually ended up in my favor because he went for the double protect when he actually did not need to. So yeah, my Mew very well might just claim a KO at this point, because I will be able to just continually Zen Headbutt. Something's going to go down. Like, nothing on his team can OHKO me except for Blacephalon, but Blacephalon cannot come in on a choice banded Zen Headbutt. Goes into his Mega Manectric as I go for a Zen Headbutt once again. I'm hoping for a crit because that'll knock it out. Unfortunately, it doesn't even do enough with the burn, so I'm like, oh man. Now I'm -1, he's going to go into his Gliscor, he's going to protect, and he'll be able to get the 6-0. But he goes into his Blacephalon, and I'm just thinking in the back of my head, crit, 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 crit. But unfortunately, it does not. And Blacephalon lives with a decent amount. I mean, had I gotten Rocks up, I might have had a chance. But he will just be able to Shadow Ball me. And yeah, it's basically a 6-0 at this point, because he can just go into his Vaporeon. Wow, I was forgetting what that Mon's name was, but he can just go into his Vaporeon on my banded Foul Play. Nothing I can do about that. And then he can Wish Protect up to where, like, everything's just out of range. Vaporeon can 1v1 me. So I am just going to go for my banded Foul Play, maybe pick up a last chance KO on something as he goes into Gliscor, and the Stab from Foul Play comes in play. Stab from Foul Play comes in play, as I am able to knock out his Gliscor. And so, yes, we took Amon down, but he goes into his Hitmonlee, and I'm like, okay, if I get a crit, I knock this thing out too, like, happy day. But unfortunately, it does not. He's going to go for the bounce, just kind of hoping for like a double miss or something to where maybe I can get another KO. But he does have the Power Herb, and that is going to end up paralyzing me as well. So even though he's unburdened, I mean, that wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But he's going to go for the high jump kick. I'm praying for the crash into the wall. That's not what ends up happening, as Hitmonlee will take out my Persian. But the fact remains, we took out a Mon with a mono choice-banded special attacking team. Like, a team that is almost exclusively special attackers with pure choice band. We were able to take a knockout, and we do unfortunately lose 5-0, but I mean, like, again, meme game. I just wanted to have some fun with it, and yeah, we're still in playoffs. We clinched last week, so I'm really looking forward to the start of playoffs next week. I mean, I normally have something witty or fun to say at the end, but yeah, you just saw a mono choice banded team, so I think you had enough fun during the battle. But nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is Styx signing out. Why not? See you guys.